Hey sis, welcome back to Rise and Power, our space as women where we get resources and reassurance to retreat, relate, and rejuvenate. Yes, sis, always remember to pause the grind, plug into God, and pamper yourself, girl. So, today I want to talk to you all about feeling stuck or feeling as if you know there's another step coming, but you don't know how to take that step. First, we had our planning prep session as we always do on Sundays. And so this has also been a reoccurring message that I've heard in our community when we have our devotionals, just some of the women having just conversations with them, and even myself, a place that I feel that I'm at. And this is a season where a lot of us are curious about what is next, or a lot of us are curious as how to go to what is next. And so this is a time when it's very important for you. For me personally, I take this time to step away from everything mostly. And what I mean by that is we women, we put ourselves in a lot of spaces. We say yes to a lot of things. And one of the challenges we've been doing in our community, we try to do a challenge every now and then. And so we've done the September, we did the girl prayer challenge in September, where you start your morning in gratitude. You inquire, you ask questions about what the day is for. Like, God, why did you give me this day? You make a request because it's very important that you open up your heart and tell God He knows what you want. So it's very important that we learn to speak out our desires. And then also then you listen to see, okay, God, what is it that you are telling me through all this? We just had this conversation. Some people call it meditation, but you take the time to sit and listen. And then also in our that was August. We did the girl prayer, excuse me. And so in September, we did the Heels Challenge. And so it's just very important that you surround yourself with people. And I was just asking us, how are we walking through the life every day? Do you have a hotline? H is for hotline. Like, where's the first place you go to? Whether that's an addiction, whether that is who are the first people you go to? Where's the first space you go to when you're feeling any type of way? And then also, what empowerment are you receiving? Like, what kind of things are you having coming into your life that's empowering you to make moves and, to do things and rise above where you are now? And then the second E is, okay, who are you encouraging? Okay, so asking those kind of questions, who are you serving and who are you giving empowerment to? Because we all have influence. So what kind of influence are you giving out? And who intentionally are you seeking out to encourage? And then the L was limiting your loyalty. And this is what I'm talking about right now. We are so loyal to so many things. And it's very important to pay attention where your loyalties lie. And then tell yourself, limit that. You got to say no to some things, and you got to say no to some people. Okay, I'm going to forever drive this message for us ladies, because we are naturally givers. We're naturally nurturers. We're naturally enablers. And sometimes, so it's very important that you pay attention to that. And then I'm trying to think what the S was, y'all. The S was self-care. What kind of self-care are you giving yourself throughout the week? I know the word is talking about a lot of self-care right now, but self-care is more than just taking a moment, or going to an event for yourself. It really needs to be a part of your life rhythm. And then we've been talking more about what that rhythm should look like with self-care, because it's not just an event with yourself. Self-care should be a big part of your life. And it's a lot more than just you. You need to be plugging into God. You need to be plugging into an accountability community. You need to be giving in, giving out. It's a flow. So it's not just this one event separated from life or taking a pause from everything. It needs to be a part of your life. And so this gets me to where we are now. We were talking in our planning prep session, and like I said before, and just other conversations that we've had, that a lot of us are in that space of curiosity right now. And I want you to stay in that space of being curious. I know it's uncomfortable at times, but it is a very good space to be. But it matters that you have the right people around you that can help you hear what God is trying to say, or to even help you see what God is already doing in your life. You got to have a community around you that is on guard with you, that is on the war battlefield with you. It's very, very, very important to have that. And so that's a space that we were talking about tonight, because a lot of us feel like, okay, I know where I am. I'm either content where I am. Some of us don't feel content where we are, but I feel that there is more, there's another step, or there's something completely different that I'm supposed to be doing. Sit in that space, write it down. A thing we do in our planning prep session is we brain dump. Get all of your power thoughts out. Yes, no matter how small it is, no matter how big it is a power thought. You have that thought for a reason. It may be a reason to sift out some other stuff, or it may be something that needs to be brought to light that you need to get rid of. It may be something that may be brought to light that you need to pay attention to, and you need to sit in more and to lean in more. But it's very important as us women to get those thoughts out of our heads. They are very powerful. They can be powerful in one way or another, so good or bad. But it's very important that you get it out on paper and just write it down. And then it's very important. I'm not giving you no steps right now, just an overview, because we're going to be going into this a little bit more upcoming really soon as our community gets ready to go on a fast together. And I just wanted to kind of let you all know that this space that you're in of curiosity, because I'm sure I'm talking to another sister right now, besides who we've been talking to in the past. So very, very important. Sit in that space, ladies. Get those power thoughts out of your head. Write them down, because that is then where you will get to sift out which ones are urgent and which ones are emergencies. Most of your thoughts are urgent because they are very important. Once again, they are power thoughts, but some of them are not the emergency that you need to be handling right now. So it's very important that you get in a space that you can sit down, sift everything out, and then it's very important that you give it to God. One of the things that we are not as consistent as we think we are is in our prayer lives and in our time in the Word of God. It's very, and I could be just preaching to myself, but just sit with me as I talk to myself. And if this is not something for you, it's very important that we consistently sit in the Word of God, talk to God. It's the most important relationship we will ever have. And like I said, we're going to talk about this coming up really, really soon, because a lot of times we think we're doing that, or we're talking and getting the right resources. Not the right, good resources. We may be having good things come into our minds and sitting with a lot of things, but we're missing those very two important spaces, because that's where we really get to commune with the Spirit. We get to hear the Word of God. We get to be reminded of the grace of God. We get to be reminded and to see the victory and the same authority, the same power that Jesus had is given to us. This is where we get to sit in all of this stuff. This is the missing piece, I think, that a lot of us are not doing consistently. We may kind of get this, worried or weary, and we may kind of stop and then pick it back up. But then that happens. But it's very important that when we know these things are happening, that we do better. So I want you guys to stay tuned. Let me know. Leave a comment below if this is something that you struggle with. If you have been going on this journey already and it's something that you have been overcoming, give your sister some help. Help us out. Help us sister out. Let us know, what has been working for you. Let us know if there's something that we all need to be praying with you for. But take this time and really sit in this time. The word we were listening to tonight that stuck out to me was, he was saying, one of the podcasts we were listening to with Brenda Burchard, he was saying, engage in with the present spaces that you are in now. And that's what I mean by sitting there. Ask those questions. If you want to see some of the videos that I was talking about with our challenges, you can look on our channel. Like I said, it's labeled Girl Prayer. And the other one is the Heels Challenge. And if I don't have it on, I will put it on and you will see it very soon. And also we do, like I said, get a part of a community, because we send out emails. We send out emails weekly. We check on each other weekly. We give out encouragement weekly. It's very important that you get a part of an accountability community. We study the Word of God together. Get yourself connected to a community, ladies. It's very important that Satan wants us to isolate. He wants us to sit in our thoughts and think that we're the only ones feeling some type of way. And it's very much so not true. All right, ladies, so that's my encouragement to you guys for now. Stay tuned. We're going to go in detail more with this, because it's very important. When the last quarter of the year, or whenever you may be seeing this, no matter what, it's still a very important message. All right, y'all, so stay tuned. I love you, sis. I see you, sis. I am you. You are me. We're in this together. Let's rise. When I rise, you rise. We all rise. Much love, ladies. Bye-bye.